gonna have to edit my video for tomorrow. Once I take it.
You think I'm gonna pull out a harmonica on my Delta flight? And then she goes, well, open up the other gift. It goes with the harmonica. Right now I'm thinking, oh, the harmonica is the anchor gift? But I'm thinking, what goes with a harmonica? Right? Would they get me that Neil Young neck brace? It was a book. They got me a book on how to play a harmonica. Oh, it's like page 1, blow out. 2, suck in. There you go, that's the whole book. Yeah, my Delta flight, I fly Delta. They serve peanuts, pretzels, and cookies. I know, because they say it to every single passenger. There could be 3 of us in a row. They look to the 2 people next to me. Peanuts, pretzels, cookies? Peanuts, pretzels, cookies? And they look at me, peanuts, pretzels, cookies? Like it had to pass me twice to get to them. Can't you do it once for the whole plane? Can't you just get on the mic? I mean, it's 5:30 in the morning. Just get on the mic and be like, we're coming down with the cart. We got peanuts, pretzels, and cookies. That's all we have. Don't ask me for a Diet Sierra Mist. It's not a cocktail party at a wedding. Look at my cart. What do you think I got in here? You think it's a magic cart? Use your head. People with the airline snacks. 5:30 in the morning, I'm trying to sleep, and you just hear everyone opening those little styrofoam pretzels. Like 70 bags. What are we doing? If you were in your own home and you opened up the cabinet in the kitchen at 5:30 and saw pretzels, you wouldn't eat them. You ever see people taking the airline snacks and putting it in their bag for later? Whoa! How white trash is that? Like, what are you gonna have that later when you get home? Little snack? Like, you're literally gonna be on the couch and your wife's like, I'd love a snack. You're like, get the Delta pretzels, baby. So I'm on a flight recently, 5:30 in the morning. Flight attendant gets on, tells us that there's a child on board allergic to peanuts, and that they're not going to be serving peanuts. So the guy sitting next to me mumbles to himself out loud. He goes, God damn it. I'm thinking, what is this guy fly Delta just for the peanuts? Then you gotta look around too, see if you can see which person it is allergic to the peanuts. Gonna figure it out, Because if that was my daughter and she said she was allergic to peanuts, first of all, I'd be like, no you're not. Figure that out. We don't do the allergic thing in this family. You think we're taking Amtrak the rest of our lives?
That's what my dad says.
So stressful flying, every aspect of it. Security. My wife got me this face cream. She goes, I'm going down south, and she's like, your face is gonna dry out. It's really expensive. You just need 4 dots every night. Make it last. It was $50. Just dime. Then I go through security. Oh, they don't want to let me through security with the face cream. Now, don't you love when the TSA people, they give you suggestions that aren't even realistic? Like the lady looks at me and she's like, well, do you have a friend that you could call that would come pick up the face cream? Like, what, you got a friend that would do that for you? Maybe I need new friends. Are friends actually doing that for each other? I don't even have a friend that would pick me up, lady. I don't even know how I would make that phone call without laughing my ass off halfway through. Get a call up, hey Frank, you mind driving an hour and 15 minutes to JFK? You pick up my face cream? I'll call you when I land. You drop that back off? I had a flight, they made us circle the airport for a half hour before the plane lands. Then when it lands, the toll breaks that brings us in that other little bit. So now we're delayed another half hour. When you're already on the ground where you're going and you're still delayed, that's when you're looking out the window like, it's right there. Just give me the slide. Give me the slide. And everybody's annoyed. The pilot gets on. He talks to you like you're in a spa. It's like, yeah, folks, the tow broke. It'll be about another half hour. Just sit tight and get you in there real soon. Thanks again for flying with us. That just annoys you even more. Like, wouldn't you feel better if he at least came on and spoke to you the way you were feeling? Like if he just clicked on, like, you're not gonna believe this crap. Apparently the tow broke. No, I hear you moaning. I have plans too. It's all screwed up. My wife's all over me, yelling. That's what my wife does. When she has a problem with somebody, this is a new move, instead of addressing that person, she talks to me really loudly so that person will hear. Like she did it at a drugstore recently. We're online, and some guy starts his own line. Right away, she's like, one line? I thought there was only one line. I'm like, yeah, why don't you ask the guy who started his own line? Here, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brian Regan!
That's very nice. Thank you very much. Just keep shoving boots out. They won't know what to hit them. What is with all these boots on the ground? Just keep dropping our best boots till they're up to their neck in them. There's too many boots on the ground! You ever try to be evil when you're up to your neck in boots? It's practically impossible. Problem solved. Speaking of problems, I read another blurb. Apparently the Israelis and Palestinians are at odds. When did that happen? I go on a short vacation. I don't know how they're going to solve their issues. They've tried violence, that hasn't worked. Nothing's worked. But you know what they haven't tried? And I think it's worth a shot. They haven't tried a good dad. Because a good dad can solve a problem in 30 seconds. I say we send a good dad over there. What in the hell is going on over here? Well, he started it. No, he started it. I don't care who started it. Knock it off. Why are you fighting anyway? Well, this is mine. No, it's mine. How about if it was neither of yours? Would you like that? How about if I took it away from both of you? You don't like that so much. Figure out how to share it. Say you love each other. Get a good night's sleep. We're going to have a great day tomorrow. There might be a flaw in that plan. Hey, this is cool. Kim Jong-un is one of my Facebook friends. He's always liking my stuff. Thanks, Kim Jong-un. I read recently, I'm not making this up, they said Kim Jong-un is considering outlawing sarcasm in North Korea. Wow, I wonder if he proposed that to his team and one of his generals said, oh yeah, that'll work. You guys are great, man. Happy St. Patrick's Day. How about a hand for Pete Corielli? Yeah. Pete Corielli, our first comedian, very funny. Like working with Pete. Thank you all for coming out, man. Cool audience. March 17th. Did y'all have a good Ides of March? I don't know what that meant, so I just looked it up. It just means the 15th. What the hell? How come we only celebrate it in March? Where's the Ides of February? There's a 15th in February? You're right. Well, no. Okay. There's not a big window to do Ides of March jokes. I've got like a 3-day span where they might work and they didn't even work then. So, gives me 363. Could you put your hand on the pole and walk around? It's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
It's time to get a sweater.
How would you plan anything up there? Gonna meet at 5 o'clock. Where were you? I was just south of here. Well, if you know me at all, you know I like cuckoo clocks. And if you really know me, you know I'm not good at comedy transitions. You figure out how to get into a cuckoo clock. So I go to my local cuckoo clock dealer, because you know me. Walked in, guy goes, "What can I help you with?" And I'm like, I was thinking of getting a cuckoo clock. He says, "None of these work. All we have that works is a somber clock." So I got one of those. It's weird, every hour the bird comes out. It's 4 o'clock. Things aren't any better. Then he talked me into buying a painfully shy clock. But I think he just sold me a clock. Every hour I'm showing off, see? Nothing. I don't know, what do I know? I did this TV thing, I lost 10 pounds for it, showed up that day, and they said, you know, TV adds 10 pounds, right? I'm like, wow, that was a waste of time. If I had a Post-it, I would write, "Fix how to get in the local election joke," and then I would just stick it on the back of my head. Why back there, I don't know, I would never see it. It'd be a silly place to put a Post-it. You'd be walking around for weeks. People going, you know, you got a Post-it on the back of your head? What does it say? You guys are probably getting more and more curious about this local election joke. So where I live, the candidates, they don't have a lot of money for TV ads, right? So they just take billboards out on the side of the road. It's just the candidate's name and 2 one-word qualities. That's the entire campaign. Tiff Wilson, leadership, integrity. Say no more, Biff. Case closed. Convinced though until I passed his opponent's billboard, Floyd Nimrod, laziness, thievery. I don't know, Floyd. I don't know what to do. There was a candidate who was up for re-election, and I don't like her policies, but she sent me a couple of days before the election an incredible brownie recipe. Now I'm like, now what? Because I remember like thinking, man, all of her policies are leading to chaos, turmoil, and death. But these brownies. There's just some bad policies lead to that kind of stuff. All right. That was a new joke, and I appreciate your feedback. You thought it was cold outside. I'd rather watch sports on TV. It just had a great Super Bowl finish.
Woo!
Good one. I like when a championship has a best of 7, though, because then I get to hear my favorite sports reporter question. Would you consider this a must-win game? They always feel like they have to say yes, you know. Yeah, we must win it. It's very important to have momentum and to win the games. We have our uniforms on anyway, might as well try. Turn all these lights on, might as well put some effort into it. But it's not always the correct answer. It's a math question. It's math, and I wish I would answer it honestly. It's a best of 7. You're down 1 game to nothing. Would you consider this a must-win game? No. No, we can lose tonight. We can lose tomorrow night, too. We don't want to, but that wasn't your question. You asked if it was a must-win game, and if you'd ever taken a rudimentary math class, you'd already know the magic number's 3. When you're down 3, then you must win them. If a player makes a good play, he will often immediately say, "That's what I'm talking about." But they never show the proof. I think they should be required to show the proof. Let's say they make a good catch on the sidelines and say, "That's what I'm talking about." They should pull out an iPad. Watch, this is from an interview last night. In tomorrow's game, we're going to be down by less than a touchdown with under 2 minutes to play. The defensive back who's on me, he's a great player. It's going to be hard the whole game for me to get open, but in the last 2 minutes, I'm going to make a good head fake, get open on the sidelines. The throw will not be good. I'll have to reach out and grab it and do what I can to keep my feet in bounds to keep the drive alive. See? That's what I was talking about. The post-game press conferences, they still haven't learned you need to put a microphone on the people asking the questions. This drives me up a wall. You have the table, you have the coach or the athlete sitting at the table behind a microphone. So they know about microphones. You're at home watching this waste of time. That was a coaching decision. 3, maybe 4. Definitely. Complete waste of everybody's time. So if I was the athlete, I would give ridiculous answers. Nothing makes any sense anyway. Might as well make it fun. Probably pterodactyls. Makes as much sense as what they're doing right now. They do that at police press conferences. When you need to hear what's happening, because something's going down, they still have not learned you need to mic the people with the questions. You turn on your TV, the police chief's there, he's sweating. You're like, what's happening? This is what you're watching. We don't know how they're all escaping. Nunchucks and flamethrowers. Yes, we think they're hiding in that neighborhood. I'm not making this up out of thin air. Watch a police press conference and that's what you'll get out of it. Before the press conference starts, they show the podium there. There's already 357 microphones attached to it. And you watch, 3 more reporters run up and jam 3 more mics on just in the nick of time. Nobody thinks to grab one of those mics and pass it around to the reporters. Nobody thinks about that. So they've done studies on these lone killer lunatics, and they know that one of their motivating factors is they want to get their name out there. And, they don't care if they live or die, they just want their name out there. So let's just take the motivation away. Let's never ask what their name is. If we do ask, the media should never give us the answer. Don't ask, don't tell. That's never been controversial. And if you do need to name them to distinguish them, name them like hurricanes, but with negative terminology. So if a potential lunatic is watching the news, I want him to hear a story like this. It was actually very easy to apprehend Mr. Buttface. Mr. Buttface? I don't want to be called Mr. Buttface. I'm going to put this gun away and make some friends. The gun thing is bizarre. I'm the only person I know in the middle on guns. In fact, I went to a meeting for people in the middle on guns, and I was the only one in the ballroom. Just walking around with my lemonade. I drove my dad to the restaurant where we were all meeting. So my dad and I get out of the car, we're walking in. My dad's an older man, doesn't walk very well, shuffling along. I said, "You need help, Dad?" He goes, "No, I think I got it." I said, "All right, I'm here if you need me." The hostess looks out, sees my dad shuffling along. She runs out and says, "Do you need help, sir?" And he said, "I asked my own son for help," and he said no. It's a funny joke, Dad. That's funny to 2/3 of us standing here. He never explains it, he just walks right by. So the other day, I tried to call him. My sister was with him, so I called her cell phone. I said, "Put down on FaceTime. It might be easier to talk to him on FaceTime." And I hear her say, "Brian wants to talk to you on FaceTime." And I hear him say, "What in the hell is space-time?" I'm like, this is already off the rails. So she gives him the phone. He doesn't know there's a camera in there. He's just whipping it. I've seen his face zip by at the speed of light. I'm like, "Dad, stop moving the phone. Stop moving the phone. Aim it in one place." And he aims it like at the corner of his room. There's like a cobweb hanging. That's what I'm looking at. "Aim it at your face. Aim it at your face." So he sort of does, but it's crooked. It's like 2 unfocused eyes. It's like an alligator coming out of a swamp at a 45-degree angle. "Hey, Dad, this is Brian. Who am I talking to?" "It's Brian." "Who is this?" I felt bad till he said, "Who's that up in the corner?" I said, "No, that's you, Dad. Oh, there's somebody in the corner looking at us." It's Buck Rogers. He's watching us through space-time. So I read a thing. They said Pete Rose is having trouble getting into the Baseball Hall of Fame. I went to the Baseball Hall of Fame. The roads are so clearly marked. When you get about 5 miles out, they start Baseball Hall of Fame, 5 miles, Baseball Hall of Fame, stay right, Baseball Hall of Fame exit, parking lot, Baseball Hall of Fame entrance. How do you not get in here? I know, sometimes that road is closed. But there is a back way, there's a back road. Sometimes that's closed, but if you're willing to gamble, you can come in the back way. Baseball Hall of Fame. Players have to be good on the field and off. A lot of that was underscored a few years ago when Michael Vick got caught doing that stuff with the dogs. We got angry. I got angry. And I thought, well, what can I do to show how I feel about this? So I held in my neighborhood a Be Nice to Animals pig roast. So I went through a breakup. People say, what happened? What led to the breakup? Was it a big issue? I don't know, it depends how you look at it. We couldn't agree on the definition of this exit and next exit. In every other way, we were completely compatible. I was driving, and she said, okay, get off at the next exit. So I pulled off. Why did you get off here? I just told you to get off at the next exit. I thought we could get off here and buy a dictionary. Look through it, look at words and definitions and such. So I dropped her off at the next exit. No, I didn't. We were on our way to meet friends. We were running late. I gave her my cell phone. I said, text them and tell them we're running late. So on my cell phone, she texted, we are so excited. 7 O's and so, 9 exclamation points after excited. Gave me my phone back. I said, text them back immediately and make it clear you're the one texting on my phone. Why? Because I don't want them thinking something happened to my personality. I would never write a text like that. When I write so, it's S-O, and I stop there because of the spelling of so. And I'm very judicious with my exclamation points. In fact, the only time I will ever use one in a text is if it is about a bomb. If the text is, you should run, because there's a bomb. Yeah, exclamation point. But it doesn't belong anywhere in a text about us meeting in Outback. I can't believe we're here! So, now I'm dating 3 different women. And I don't want them knowing about each other, right, fellas? You gotta keep their names straight. And it's hard, because their names are Andrea, Andrea, and Andrea. You know, it's weird dating someone who smokes when you don't. I've never been involved with this. It's like every time you go out, it's like a scavenger hunt. You're trying to find locations where the other person can involve themselves with this activity. You know, you go to like a party, a 5-story walk-up, you finally get up to the penthouse, and she's like, I have to have a cigarette. Oh. We just got here. I have to have a cigarette. And they always tell you that you don't have to go with them, but of course you have to. You can stay here at the party. I think there's a smoking section downstairs. I saw a dark alley. There's a dumpster down in a dark alley. I'm gonna go stand in dumpster juice and smoke. You can stay here. You can stay here. No, I think I'm gonna go with you. You could be like in a bar. You can stay here. I think there's a smoking section out by those Hells Angels motorcycles. You can stay here. No, I'm gonna go with you. You find yourself in these awkward conversations. So, fellas, now do you all consider yourselves a troupe? What to do for my project, so I just brought in a paper cup filled with dirt. Just hoping she'd know I'm just an idiot, just move on. As long as I'll hold something. But she stopped right in front of me. What do you have there, Brian? It's a cup of dirt. Just put an FR in there and let me go home. Well, explain it. Well, it's a cup with dirt in it. The dirt is in the cup, and I call it Cup of Dirt. You guys have been great, man. Thanks very much for coming.